Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D. So now I'm going to bring to you a review of the final installment of Disney's Dexter Riley trilogy. It is The Strongest Man in the World from 1975. Directed by Vincent McEveety, who of course also went on to direct other great Disney movies, including Dang Gus and Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo and Herbie Goes Bananas and The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again, plus a lot of other movies. Anyway, this of course is the third and final installment of the Dexter Riley trilogy after the computer wore tennis shoes, and now you see them, now you don't. Now, actually next month is going to be the film's 45th anniversary, so consider this an early anniversary review. The film, once again, now like the other films, this film once again has Kurt Russell, plus as Dexter Riley, plus Cesar Romero as A.J. Arno, Michael McGreevy as Richard Schuyler, and Richard Bacallion as Cookie. Plus, after he was in the last one, William Schallert returns as Professor Quigley, and in one of his few final performances, Joe Flynn as Dean Higgins. Unfortunately, he died by drowning in the summer of '74 after the principal's shooting was completed, and the film was released 6 months later. Now, he did finish some other movies that would be released in the next year or two, most notably Disney's animated feature, The Rescuers, where he voiced Mr. Snoops. Also in the cast is Eve Arden as Aunt Harriet Crumpley, the founder of a cereal company called Crumpley Crunch, and legendary funny guy and original Sergeant Bilko himself, Phil Silvers, as her competitor, Kerwood Crinkle. Excuse me. Anyway, also in the cast, there's also Harold Gould, Vincent Fong, and a host of others. A big all-star cast. The film was received with a mixed reception, just like the other two. Now, someone said this wasn't quite as good as the first one, but was better than the second one. Well, I appreciate that, but this, I do like it, but not quite as much as the other two. But it does have, well, its fair share. Now then, I'm going to try not to spoil much this movie, because if you've not seen this, I still say you should give it a try. Anyway, Dean Higgins is about to be fired for financial mismanagement due to extreme overspending by Professor Quigley's science class. Well, he finds out the high costs are for renting a cow as a test subject. Well, they're feeding various concoctions to make you feel better. And apparently, really tore up and everything, Higgins fires Quigley and then threatens to have his entire class thrown out of the college. Once he slammed the door, Dexter's chemical experiment mixes with that of another student, Richard Schuyler, his vitamin cereal mix. Yes, and once the cow eats it, oh wow, will you see what it does? I'm not really going to tell you. Once Dexter has Schuyler's cereal the next morning, he gains super strength, as does the house pet. Well, Dexter shows Dean Higgins and Quigley his super strength and everything, and so he decides to show off this formula-laced cereal in front of the board of the Crumply Crunch Cereal Company. Demonstrates its effects to the board and its president, Aunt Harriet Crumply. So he decided to advertise the powers of this cereal by challenging Crinkle Crunch, rival cereal company run by Mr. Kerwood Crinkle, to a competition between their sponsored weightlifting team, which is State, and Medfield to see which cereal can give their greater strength. Well, apparently, Crinkle has a mole on the inside, who apparently is played by Dick Van Pen, who would be seen in Gus, as well as also be star of TV's Eight is Enough. Well, after learning all this, he hires AJ Arno, who is freed from prison again. So he and his partner Cookie decide to find it, but they're almost caught and kidnap Skylar and, well, use a tiny Chinese torture to get him to give the info. So, apparently, Crinkle's really upset that once, well, Dexter's chemical formula into the Crinkle Crunch, man, well, that's just what happens. And Dexter finds out later on when they are challenged to a weightlifting competition against State. Yeah. So apparently he goes after the real formula, takes out Arno and the Crinkle's mole and everything, and manages to get back to lift the biggest weight you can ever imagine. But that's all I'm going to tell you, but you're going to have to see the movie. Now, I will tell you that even though it's on the Kurt Russell 4 movie collection I showed you before, it is on Disney Plus. So if you have Disney Plus, you can check out The Strongest Man in the World. Like I said, it's good and all. I may not have liked it as much as the other two, but I like it. But it has a few ups and downs, so I still think it's a good movie in ways and what have you. So, again, give it a try. I think you might enjoy The Strongest Man in the World. It is fun. And that's about it. That's all I can tell you. But again, it is fun. The cast is good. I mean, Joe Flynn gives one pretty funny performance. Even though I really laughed at him a big time in the other two movies, he still gives us a good laugh and all that jazz. So, again, give The Strongest Man in the World a try, but see the other two first. That is if now you see them, now you don't. It's on Disney Plus, but I don't know. But anyway, that's it. Give it a shot. It's not that bad of a movie. I may not have liked it as the other two, but still it's good though. So anyway, what did you think of The Strongest Man in the World? If you've seen it, tell me what you thought about it in the comments section. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. And, well, though I'm going to take another break, I might return with a special vid, maybe. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about doing a special vid during this week, even though I'm planning to take a few more days off so everybody can watch these videos and what have you, but I might squeeze in a special vid. I don't know what it'll be, though, but you'll just have to stay tuned and find out. But in the meantime, thank you for watching my review of The Strongest Man in the World. Now, if you liked what you saw, check out these other two videos in which they're the predecessors. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, which I reviewed before last year was over with to commemorate the film's 50th anniversary. In the upper right hand corner is my review of Now You See 'Em, Now You Don't. And in the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click on to go to my channel and to subscribe as well. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya!